Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here, and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to do a part 3 to what if Naruto was the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths, okay? So, like normal, I'll give a recap to what happened last time, and then get straight into the next part, okay? So, let's get started. So where we left off properly, well, let me just give a little rundown. At the Great Naruto Bridge, Kakashi kills Zabuza with his own blade, broken blade, and to Zabuza's Zabuza laughs at the notion, even though he's dying, the fact that his blood is the thing that's healing the broken blade, his old broken executioner blade. Not only that, Haku couldn't save Zabuza only due to the fact that Naruto's Scorched Star Fire Dragon not only destroyed everything, but severely injured him, and then when he shot his first lightning bolt at Haku, it severely paralyzed his left side and made him blind on his left eye. And then not only that, Naruto's distraction with the dragon heated up the atmosphere enough for him to summon down a more powerful lightning bolt. And coupled with Naruto's massive strength already, he amplifies the lightning bolt on his hand and hits Haku and completely killing him, making a massive crater. And then when it comes to Gato's men on the bridge, they easily get taken down by Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi. They easily get taken down, and of course Gato dies too. They go the same. So it's still called the Great Naruto Bridge. Sasuke asks about Naruto's eyes, but he just gives a reply like he doesn't know. It's like, where does his horns come from? And no one else has them, so he gives the same reply to everything like that. And yeah, I think things on there go the same. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura get into the tuning exams, and which Kakashi is very happy about doing because all Naruto and Sasuke are well within their fields, you know. Sakura still needs time to grow, and so they go towards the canon, even up to now in this what I remember I told you Naruto didn't really meet Konohamaru that time. He actually meets Konohamaru just before he bumps into Conqueror, and Konohamaru, being the arrogant little shit he is, thinking he's the third Hokage's grandson, and he can get away with it. Naruto don't give a shit and punches him in the head, puts him in his place. Konohamaru likes him and pretty much calls him his rival and big bro. Naruto accepts him, and then Konohamaru leaves. And yeah, the same thing happens near to canon when Conqueror grabs Konohamaru and threatens him, but this time Naruto easily deals with him and sees Gaara and calls Gaara out. And after he recognizes Shikaku and the Tail Beast and Gaara, he pretty much seals it. He has and knocks him away. So the all the tests go near towards canon. Naruto is just much better. He's just much smarter when it comes to all the normal tests. Goes the same because he can see through Genjutsu and everything like that. Yeah. Not only that, the Forest of Death part that was nothing that changed. Like Naruto was a little bit more late dealing with stuff. Sasuke still gets the curse mark and everything like that. Orochimaru tried to get to Naruto, but his natural chakra defense, not his natural chakra defense, and the natures around him was protecting him from Orochimaru. So yeah, they get away. Gaara and them seems to win, and it comes to the next tuning exams, next fighting exams. Everything with everyone else goes near the same. Gaara's not so maliciously evil no more because Naruto tightened the Shikaku seal, making him less hateful. And so Gaara still beats Lee, but doesn't break his leg, and there's no hostile intent. So he's pretty good. Naruto and Kiba's fight is different because Kiba, because Akamaru can't attack Naruto for some reason. He has a form of affinity towards Naruto. Kiba gets angry and pretty much puts his dog down. Naruto don't like that and bodies Kiba easy as. Kiba takes the military pills and tries to attack Naruto, but Naruto's just way too fast and puts him into a Genjutsu and ends it. Kiba's lost out. And yeah, that's where it goes. And when it comes to the 1 month training, Naruto goes to the third Hokage, but the third Hokage is like, I'm not going to train you. Jiraiya, and Naruto finds Jiraiya, and Jiraiya is interested in Naruto, so they go to train, and yep, his first time Naruto learns the summoning, he summons Kamabuta instantly. And so that happens. So I'm not going to continue more on. You guys can just watch the rest of the next episode. But further ado, let's get into the next what if, okay, guys? So yeah, our story takes place with Jiraiya and Naruto's training. So as they're training properly, Naruto and Jiraiya sees that Naruto has great track control and asks Naruto can he walk on water, which Naruto suggested that he was able to do so as a little kid was natural. And Jiraiya's like, what? And he goes, yeah, I just walk over the water, jumps in the water, Jiraiya slaps the water with chakra and does nothing, Naruto just floats. And then Naruto walks on a tree and it baffles Jiraiya. He's like, damn, I thought your father, like, Jiraiya's thinking in his head, I thought your father was a prodigy, but shit, you're pretty good too, kid. Samagama Bunta your first go, and then walking on water and walking on trees at your age, very good. So Jiraiya he just focuses on Naruto's taijutsu, and then he thinks to himself, would it be too dangerous to teach Naruto the Rasengan? And then he realizes that this Naruto, already for a little kid, has already a high body count. As a shinobi, not only that, he's quite capable of using all five chakra natures and yin and yang release. He's really good at all of those. So there's that, and he's got the full 9 tails on him. And just to reiterate, Jiraiya's still thinking about how Naruto has full conversations with the 9 tails as if is he corrupted or not. But Naruto always just tried to tell him that now the 9 tails always for some reason had my best intentions. He told me that he hated everyone until he was in my body, and this when Jiraiya starts to think like, and he reckoned that, and of course, the elephant in the room is Naruto's got his Sharingan activated 24/7. So no one even definitely don't like Naruto anymore. They hear stories about this great Naruto who practically helped defeat Haku and Zabuza and decimated Gato's gang. That's why it's called the Great Naruto Bridge. So all of that pretty much goes towards everyone's mind, but they also have a hate because Horn Kid, QB attack, Sharingan, Uchiha, bad. So that runs through the mix with them, and so Naruto's pretty much used to it. So one day when they go to a hotel, Jiraiya gets Naruto to do the water ball test. But Naruto just tells him to quickly show him the Rasengan again. So he shows Naruto the Rasengan quickly, and Naruto goes, watches it with his eyes, and he goes, so I need to circulate he cracks all the water bottle right in front of Jiraiya before he needs to leave. The water bottle and a water balloon, and the rubber ball. And Jiraiya's like, tells Naruto just to sit down and meditate. Because Jiraiya's feeling disheartened that it took him so long to do it, and this little kid's just showing him up. He's like, I'm going to do some research, meditate, and practice in the room. So Naruto does. Everything goes near towards Kennen until Itachi knocks on the door. Naruto can sense their presence and everything. They sense them the whole way through, and realizes that these guys are not to be joked with. They have massive chakras. So Naruto still handles with care. He goes to the door and opens the door, and there he sees Itachi with a Sharingan and Kisame and right in front of him. And then Itachi and Kisame are both shocked to see Naruto, one with horns, white skin, and not only Itachi knows on Naruto is Kisame's not. But when Itachi sees Naruto's eyes, it's like it shocks him, and Kisame was like shocked to see that Naruto has Sharingan and all this jazz. So what happens is, Kisame doesn't want to really have nothing over because he sees the eyes and he knows that Naruto will be a threat with the eyes, so he tries to cut Naruto. And as he tries to cut Naruto easily just jumps past Kisame easy as. And he like slightly backhands Kisame's shoulder. They try to swipe at him. He's right-handed, so he jumps on the side. He swipes the other side, the left side of Kisame, and as he does so, he appears behind Itachi. Kisame hits the wall after the sword doesn't touch the ground because Naruto was just too fast to get him. And then when Itachi tries to react to Naruto jumps away, goes backwards, and Itachi does a fire style because he knows that Naruto is just for some reason this kid's just not to be messed with. He just shoots a fire style just to test him in that little space. Naruto just builds up what's in his mouth, builds up some energy in his mouth, and shoots a massive water style in that little room. And it completely douses it. And when Naruto lands on the other side of the hallway, Kisame and Itachi readies himself, and then Sasuke walks up and sees Naruto, what's it called, fighting in a sense in the hotel, and walks over and sees Itachi. Sasuke activates his Sharingan, instantly powers up the Dory, and does the same thing as Kennen. Naruto doesn't stop him because he's trying to fight for his life the same way, but at the same time, it's stupid for what Sasuke is about to do. And like in canon, Sasuke gets brutally beaten up by Itachi. And then until Naruto interferes and comes in and jumps away. Kisame tries to swing at Naruto, but Naruto's just too quick. Jumps around the stupid shark with the sword. Naruto hits Kisame again in the gut, sends him smashing up into the roof, dragging his head against the roof, and he hits the ground. Doesn't really like. Not to the point where it's going to kill him, but it does damage him. This little kid can't damage him when they punch. Naruto runs after Itachi, and Itachi does a genjutsu, and at first it does work because Naruto wasn't ready for it, and then Naruto instantly breaks out of it. Before Itachi tries to grab him, Naruto instantly just blitzes around Itachi. And as he gets by Sasuke, Itachi's thinking, damn, this kid's visibly impressive. And he sees that Naruto is going to protect Sasuke. And he sees that Naruto has put his hand on Sasuke and is healing him. And this is when Itachi smiles and says, this kid here is with the Sharingan is willing to go out his way to save my brother. What does Itachi in his mind, thinking about it. So Kisame gets up, he's very angry, and really angry to the point where he's gonna kill this kid, and he doesn't give a shit if he's a Jinchuriki. And as soon as he ready to get up to attack, Jiraiya appears, he does it, and then from there goes to Canon, where they run away, Itachi does the Amaterasu, Jiraiya seals the fire, and then Guy kicks him at the back of the head. All that goes the same, especially with the Kurenai, Kakashi, and all that, and Asuma and all them. That goes the same. Kakashi gets put into the Tsukuyomi bed as canon. He gets pretty much hospitalized from that, even though his Sharingan is powerful now. Yeah, that's a Mongekyo Sharingan Jutsu, bro. Your Sharingan got nothing. So that Kakashi still goes through the same process, and what happens is Kisame is actually more hurt from the kick from Guy as normal canon because Naruto's punch and a swipe of the shoulder actually hurt him twice. So he gets more damage from my guy, and then they gap it again like normal. All of them gap it away like normal, and and it goes back into canon. Sasuke's in the hospital and he heals, but not fully in hospital to the point where he's suffering. He's just in there to get checked just to make sure because Itachi did more than just beat him up physically, mentally hurt him. And from there, everything goes into canon. They still go back into their month training and stuff like that. And not only that, when Naruto is training with Jiraiya, Naruto brings up the fact that the Konoha crush, and Jiraiya said, "What's that?" And he goes, "Well, he read one of the Sand Shinobi's minds, and he saw an invasion, Konoha crush." And he goes, "It's led by the Kazekage and Orochimaru." Well, not really Orochimaru, but a side benefactor son, and Jiraiya kind of gets exactly who the person son benefactor is. So he, for now, keeps it close to his chest. He doesn't tell no one yet, Jiraiya, even though naturally as a ninja he would, but he wants to make sure he investigates and jump to conclusions to what starts a war. And Naruto agrees, like, yeah, it could be a passing thought, it could not be, but there's a real intention, and so Jiraiya trains Naruto more heavily now. He gets to the point where he asks Naruto, are you able to pull chakra from the Nine Tails? And Naruto goes, well, easy, I can just ask him nicely and he'll either happily give it to me or not, it's up to him. And so the Nine Tails looks to Naruto and goes, for you, Naruto, without you being lazy, of course, I will give him my chakra. Naruto smiles when the Nine Tails kind of berates him. And so, yep. For that month, Naruto masters the Rasengan. He masters pretty much anything Jiraiya chucks at him, really. He masters the collaboration jutsu. Within that month, the Toad Summoning collaboration jutsu. Summoning jutsu, the Rasengan, and the massive Rasengan. Within a month, he masters all those easy with Jiraiya. And his research came first. And Naruto's fine with that. He'll only training with Kurama. So that's what happens with Naruto's month. Now back to where Gaara is. Gaara, for the first time, feeling proper peace within himself. Proper peace within himself after Naruto tightening the seal on him. And Conqueror and Tamaru really happy about the Sand Shinobi that there that are pretty much ready to go to war with Konoha. Not happy about this, and rumors kind of spread about how Gaara's changed and gone weak again, and soft. Yeah, but like all that stuff until Orochimaru finds out. So before Orochimaru steals the Kazekage's body, what he does is he assumes a normal Sand Shinobi and goes to where Gaara is, and he opens up the seal to find that Gaara's seal is not only changed but stronger. So what Orochimaru does is he puts a lot of chakra into his stomach, his hands, and naturally Gaara's shield, the defense shield will come up. But because Orochimaru was one of his like one of the friends, he didn't give up for evil. Like this Gaara is different. Like yeah, his sand shield's good, but not with people he believe who have intent as friends. So there's a weakness in the sand shield in that aspect. So when Orochimaru hits Gaara in the gut and unloosens the seal, he doesn't just unloosen the seal in a sense back to how it was. No, he makes it even worse, to where Gaara is massively unhinged. And then from there, Gaara's hand goes crazy, and so what Orochimaru does, he encapsulates them all. Goes back to what he was doing. But Gaara, he's massively unhinged now. He went from being free to just hearing the voice day in, day out, not even sleeping. He hears it non-stop, day in, day out, angry as. So Gaara has lost his mind within that month due to the super. But Shukaku is pretty much, in essence, taking near control of Gaara, but keeping the human avatar up and ready, you know. Konkoro and Tamaru instantly noticed this after Gaara, yeah. I instantly noticed something that was Gaara. So yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail with Sakura and Sasuke's part, because their part goes near towards canon. Yeah, goes near towards canon. Yeah. Sasuke and Rinto Chidori, again fully, and all that jazz. So yeah, they always get the same. So when it comes up to the tuning exams, the what's it called, Shikamaru and Tamari, their battle ends the same. Now the Naruto and Neji fight, however, was massively different. Neji does like just Hinata, did not like Naruto, but from this clan, from their clan, they were told to hate Naruto. So Neji does not like Naruto, not only that, because he's Hyugas have this idea that they believe that their dojutsu is greater than the Sharingan or the Uchiha. So Neji also puts Naruto down for having the Sharingan, which Naruto kind of gets irritated because he's still slightly Naruto, just well behaved, well mannered, knows more. He's not closed off. He's fed everything about Naruto. This Naruto is quite different. He took more shit than the normal canon Naruto. However, he's still in essence the same Naruto, just more controlled. So then, when it comes to Neji berating Naruto about the Sharingan, Naruto just brushes it off and tells Neji, "I wouldn't talk. If I was you. I'll wait till the fight and we'll see how things go." And Neji goes, "Okay then." Now, as Naruto is getting ready, Kurama tells him just to watch it, and Neji, he might learn something. Naruto goes, I heard the Hyugas are pretty good at fighting. I want to see this for myself. Because when he watched, he didn't really watch Neji and Hinata's fight when they fought. Didn't find it interesting because one, he had no ties to Hinata at all, and they didn't really phase him. He did his own thing. So what happens is that in this fight, Naruto watches Neji. So what he does, he sends Shadow Clone just to fight Neji. And even when Neji's Byakugan, the Shadow Clone did really well against Neji. Neji was shocked at how much he had to exert upon the Shadow Clone. And Naruto just standing there watching with the Sharingan and the Shadow Clone Sharingan. So you pretty much see right through both eyes in essence even when it dissipates, Naruto already knew exactly what it saw. So Naruto learns Neji's style very quickly. And he wanted to test Neji's vulnerabilities by making 5 Shadow Clones. And then after Neji started getting overpowered by that, he started to watch the flaws in Neji's techniques and everything like that. Naruto just observed the real Naruto in a way. Observed. But that's why he learned from Jiraiya this month as well. He's massively powerful, but he gets into the being cocky Naruto. very, very cocky sometimes, and and by normal days he always gets told off by the Ninetales and Jiraiya for being cocky. So what happens is when Naruto is making shadow clones just to test Neji's weaknesses, defense, even though that as a strategy, making up his own tactics against them, just watching, and then Neji Neji's performance rotation was makes Naruto interested even more. Because of the Sharingan activated continuously, you can see exactly everything, the movements and everything like that. And not only that, Naruto is already superly human, thanks to being the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Path. So he's already superly human, superhuman, I mean. Like strong, fast, endurance can take more heal, all that jazz. Chakra levels through the roof, 9 tails Fox, so he's mega overpowered. Hagoromo was overpowered before he even got to 10 tails. And before he split them all up, he was overpowered. So Naruto, yep, another overpowered character, guys. But hey, it's really cool. So back to it anyway. Naruto just observes Neji's rotation. He just sees the flaw in it again, and tells Neji that he's got him beat, and that he doesn't need to use any shadow clones to beat him. In fact, he's going to beat Neji at his own game. And Neji goes, "Is that right?" And Naruto goes, "Yeah, boom!" And Neji tries to react with the Byakugan and his fighting style, but Naruto was too fast and does his own type of fighting style where he jumps around Neji. Neji thinks he's getting Naruto, but Naruto keeps dodging it and keep closing different chakra points, different position. He moves backwards, forth, left, right, or backwards, everywhere around Neji. And Neji's trying to he's 2360 to try to hit Naruto, but Naruto keeps jumping around all the defenses, all those weak points, closing all the chakra points. He does the 64 palm seal like the Neji does, but in his own way. But he wasn't even trying. He's just slowly jumping around. Neji just testing what he knows, and by doing that, he bodied Neji, and Naruto kicks Neji into the wall to end it, and Neji's severely injured. Naruto goes over to Neji and just touches him slowly to release the chakra points, but he doesn't heal Neji. He tells him, he gives Neji a different form of talk no jutsu when he tells him, "Nothing's predetermined, you make your own bed. I was predetermined by the hatred of the leafing near people outside our village. Respect me, I even got a bridge named after me. What can you say about Neji?" It obviously shows I've changed my destiny. And Neji ponders this and he goes, "And if I'm able to change what I am, you can change the destiny of the Hyuga, right?" Neji's shocked at her. And Naruto smiles and they walk away. So, and the Sasuke fight happens. Now, when Naruto was gone for the month, he realized that there was something he didn't do for Sasuke when it came to the curse mark on his neck. Because Naruto he knows he's different and he can do certain things he thinks about with his powers, just not to the degree like an absolute god yet. Because, yeah, come on guys. Not to that degree yet, but Naruto is very, very, very powerful and he's smart. So when Sasuke and Kakashi enter the ring, Naruto senses this, sees Sasuke and jumps straight down, taking this opportunity. And the Ninetales, as Naruto's jumping down, the Ninetales sees what Naruto's intends, and he understands Naruto has been thinking about it for a while. And when Kakashi turns to says goodbye to Sasuke, Naruto lands and taking Kakashi and Sasuke by surprise. And Sasuke sees Naruto and goes, "Hey," and Naruto goes, "Hey," and then Naruto goes, "Good luck." Grab him, snaps Sasuke's hand, and then he puts his hand over the curse mark, to which Kakashi's sealed, of course. But he puts his hand over the curse mark on Sasuke's neck, and it's like the same healing. And Naruto touches it and does like the same healing duty he does to everyone else when they're injured. But what happens is the curse mark reacts to Naruto and Naruto tightens the Orochimaru seal, the part where Orochimaru's soul takes over Sasuke, but it leaves Sasuke the ability to draw the full potential of the curse mark without the consequences. So meaning Sasuke, once he starts to get used to it, he can use the curse mark as a sage mode and go into different varieties, like he normally does in canon, with the one with the wings and all that stuff. yeah. So Sasuke can do that properly, unlike without going like how Jugo goes mad, or can marry them. No, he doesn't need to go through their books to make him heal or stuff like that. No. Thanks to Naruto's powerful healing jutsus and seal jutsus, was able not only seal Orochimaru's seal away, but give Sasuke full access and the ability to use their curse seal. And this is going to have massive implications on the future of this Naruto series, even Shippuden, even the last and Boruto. So yeah, Sasuke feels a noticeable difference. So Kakashi goes, "What did you do?" And Naruto, and then the Proctor comes and pretty much tells him, "Get stuff I started. Prepared." So what happens is they jump away, and the fight with Sasuke and Gaara happens near the same, even to the point where the Chidori happens. And so the Chidori happens, and what happens is at first Naruto notices a difference with Gaara. He's like, "What's the matter with him?" And even like Naruto visibly sees the correctness of Gaara, like something's odd about him. And not only him, he sees it, but the Nine Tails also sees it and then tells Naruto. And Naruto goes, he can't interfere because this would disqualify Sasuke. And Nine Tails says, yes, he agrees. And they both agree to just watch and be ready. Now, at this time, Jiraiya, he's still in the village because of what Naruto told him about the evasion, pretty much the tuning exams. Jiraiya stays in the village, but not to be around the old man, just to be ready, so he can help the village hardcore. And yeah, things shit's about to get real with that fella being there. Oh boy, yeah, shit's about to get real. So what happens is, Gaara loses control way easier when like he was losing it when Sasuke was just getting around his attack and defense and everything like that. But it wasn't until when Sasuke did the Chidori where Gaara just he fully loses it. He don't just go partial state. He goes near perfect state. The sand where the sand goes over there envelops the entire body and generates the one tail. But the small version, he does that and he erupts and he gives a signal which makes the Genjutsu fall and the Konoha Crush begins with the invasion. With the invasion happening, so Naruto easily sees through the Genjutsu and blasts away. Sakura still goes after Sasuke, like the stupid, useless person that she is. Because yes, she's Genjutsu, but she didn't. Yeah, she didn't do much. She's pretty much like Kennen, just she got told to go do Genjutsu. So yeah, and the fight with Gaara and Sasuke. Now this is the interesting about it. Naruto can sense everything that's going on, and he realizes that Jiraiya is still around, which makes him happy. And so Naruto can leave the village to where it is, and he heads off to where Sasuke's position is, because he can feel a lot of evil chakra coming from Sam, or just all this hatred coming from the One Tails, all of it. So what happens is Sasuke and Gaara begin their fight, and Sakura gets trapped like a useless clown that she is. And what happens is Sasuke's fight happens really well, even up to the point where he activates a curse mark, but there's no negative withdrawals. He summons it, which takes him by surprise, and he not only makes what's it called, a partial, the first stages, but he develops it where it gets nearly all over his body properly. Curse mark, and he's able to use it fully to its max, or to that max level at this present time. And he's pushing Gaara, but Gaara just at this present time just overpowers him thanks to the insanity the One Tails has put Gaara through in that month. So at this present time, Gaara's mind no longer exists within himself thanks to the destruction the One Tails did to him. So when Naruto arrives, he sees that Sakura is pinned by sand, and Sasuke just got beaten badly. And so what happens? Naruto tells Gaara to calm down. What happened? What happened to the seal? And Shukaku looks right at Naruto and he goes, "Oh, it's not Gaara. I've been Shukaku this whole time. Since the moment that Snake Man released me, made my seal weaker. The seal that you placed on me weaker, and pretty much made him stronger. Made his effect on Gaara much more potent." And then when Shukaku even remarks that you remind me of the old man. and to think I was going to, like, because of his hatred, Orochimaru has awoken more of the hatred in Shikaku, and so that Shikaku bears a form of hatred now to Naruto for one being the sage of, well, being the looking at the old man, and two doing what he did. So Shikaku's angry, and so what the battle begins. And Naruto easily shows the difference. He instantly disappears and rarely appears around the Gaara and punches him, and doesn't just send Gaara flying, even in the sand state. Like Naruto was way too strong for the particular sand that his mother could put up. Because not only does Naruto's power and wind style jutsu clash with Gaara's sand shield natural defense, Naruto's fist goes right through it and hits Gaara and sends him flying. Sends him flying. He doesn't just go through the 2 or 3 trees; he goes for like 20 trees. And because he's in that tail beast state, Naruto knows he can take it. And Naruto goes straight after, and Gaara is trying to. Sasuke is just reminiscent to how different Naruto and him are in power. So what happens is Gaara tries to use his massive sand hand, chucking waves, or sorry, Shikaku uses his massive sand hand in his small state to get Naruto, but Naruto's just too fast. And before Shikaku fully transformed, does the puppet jutsu and fully transformed, Naruto connects another punch right at Gaara, sending them straight into the air. But this is what Shikaku wanted, just to get away from Naruto. So what he does is he does the puppet jutsu, and boom, Shikaku fully comes out of Gaara, blowing Naruto away through the form of summoning, and then yep, boom, Shikaku's happy and finally happy he's free and sees Naruto, and he goes, he does look like the old man again. He reiterates that Naruto does look like the old man, but it's not going to change nothing. I'm free, and none of you guys are going to stop it. So what he does is he takes all his anger out on Naruto, because when Naruto has the Nine Tails, he knows about it, because Naruto the Nine Tails mocked him before. So what happens is he goes to attack Naruto. Naruto easily dodges it because he's real fast, but he realizes that Shikaku's attacks are getting close to his friends, and he knows that his chakra defense is powerful, but won't be able to protect all of that from them as well. So Naruto thinks of a plan, and he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I got one," and does a toad summoning. But he doesn't just summon one; he summons all 3 of the same toad stage that Naruto does in the Pain arc, when he summons all 3 of those toads, and yep, they easily hold Shikaku down. Easily hold Shikaku down to the point where Naruto just jumps off Gamabunta and smashes Gaara. But it's not a nice smash of Gaara. Gaara gets really injured, hits the ground with so much force. But like, he's still alive because it's not Gaara's mind no more at this present time. Because Shikaku tormented him to the point where Shikaku's mind takes over Gaara, in essence. Sasuke is massively, visibly jealous now, and he's starting to get angry at the fact that Naruto's just one step ahead of them. Not only that, Naruto healed the thing on his back there, gave him power, and he's kind of grateful, but he's starting to grow animosity towards Naruto, continuously just standing him up with everything to anything. And that's going to also play a big part in the future too. So what happens is Naruto talks no jutsu Gaara, and not only that, Naruto re-puts the seal back in Shikaku properly, and seals and tightens it properly, and gives the key to Gaara to the point where only he's allowed to unlock it. Because Naruto is not dumb, and he has this unique ability with all former chakras, and what he thinks about, he knows that the seal has a lock, there must be a key, so he thinks about it, gives it to Gaara, and Gaara has his own form of lock and key to whether he lets Shikaku out. So that happens to Gaara. Now back with the third Hokage's fight with Orochimaru, that happens all the same, because even though Jiraiya's there, he's actually fighting all the other Sand Shinobis with his he can't summon Gamabunta because Naruto summoned Gamabunta, and the 2 other toads, the one with the hat and the one with the like fork thingy there, I don't know, but they're really awesome. The toad summoning Naruto is. So Jiraiya couldn't summon them, so he had to use all of the other jutsus, his little summonings, collaboration jutsus, and the Sand Shinobi did less damage than what the previous ones did. So all of that happens the same. Jiraiya is too distracted to go save the third, and just like in canon, the third Hokage gets killed by sealing Orochimaru's arms. And like that, and when Jiraiya finishes up all his areas, he sees the Sound 4 and sees how Kabuto and them got Orochimaru away, and he's really angry. And when he gets to where the third Hokage is, he sees the third Hokage. He's not fully dead. The third Hokage tells Jiraiya that to make Naruto Sasuke tunings, because he believed that that's what the title they both deserve. And just like that, the third Hokage dies in Jiraiya's arms. Jiraiya's visibly upset and angry, now tasting real resolve against Orochimaru. He now knows he can't hold back at all. He can't hold back in the fact that he will need to kill Orochimaru. So the third Hokage gets buried and everything like that. There's no need for Tsunade for the healing of Gaara or anyone else, because Naruto's unique healing abilities is pretty good. He heals like prominently anyone else really injured. Sasuke gets healed, and so does Sakura by Naruto. Gaara, he's completely changed again, different. He's going back to Hidden Sand. Now the Tsunade retrieval arc that happens for the purpose of her becoming Hokage, but for a sneak peek of the next part, it doesn't go in Jiraiya's favor. Okay, guys. Because at this present time, this is where we're gonna end our what if for tonight. Okay, I told you I'm gonna start doing shorter what ifs so I can build better content and get used to doing video editing. Okay, guys, this is my first proper what if I'm gonna do with this, so I hope you enjoy. And the reason why I left it at this cliffhanger, because as I stated, a lot of things in this what if, they're gonna have a lot of impact in what's to come shortly and over a long period of time. Okay, guys. But right now, this is Dr. Kahu saying thank you all you guys for your support. Thank you for for your guys' views and all your support. If possible, I'd like to get a like goal of 100 likes for this video, if that's all good. Yeah, my first go at this properly. Okay, so yet again, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.